Tori kills Callie and you're like, what the hell just happened? I couldn't believe it. You just...
Earmuffs. If you haven't seen it, earmuffs.
Did I just say she killed Callie? And I think that the way that they keep it topical without it being preachy, and that it just is referential. And what's really amazing is when people think that they know what Ron's politics are, and they think, oh well, it's really a very liberal point of view, and people think, oh, it's a really conservative point of view, because I think they do a pretty good job of treading the line when you're ready to say, okay, it's this way, and they hate the war and all the rest of it. It brings you back around to the other side. So that's one of the most amazing things about this show.
I think, to expand on that, I think the show is, it touches on what Marc was saying. It's a political allegory. It touches on religion. It's very existential, and that was what you said when we found out we were silenced. How do the characters reconcile that? What's, like Michael just said, how do we have a whole backstory, a history of who we are, and then somebody says you're something else. It's impossible to accept that. That's what I love about the struggle of the Final Four in these first few episodes, is that just because we've had this revelation doesn't mean we automatically just throw on the old Centurion suit, let's go and be silenced. You wouldn't do that. I mean, we have what we thought was a complete human life, and a history, and memories, and allegiances and loyalties. And so I love the existential aspects of the show, and the religious and the political, and like I said, this show hits it bang on the nose, and if that offends certain people, so be it, but at least we're making television that provokes.
This is an incredibly rare experience for an actor. It's like we've been shooting one long movie, because this is our fourth year in, and it's cumulative. Whatever, to watch the mini-series now, we look like babies. It's even us old guys, we look so new in the mini-series. But to play a character that's gone on a 4-year arc is an absolute gift. And I just read the next episode we're going to shoot on the plane over here, and still you're reading it going, oh my God, you're not serious. Oh, can't be, oh man. Because these guys have got so much nerve, and you think you can't do that. This can't happen. And sure enough, then you watch the episode and go, wow. And it just keeps happening. And reading the episodes that we're about to shoot, it's still element of surprise after all these years. And as an actor, you don't have to go on set, and usually you sit with the director and they work things out. We don't have to do that. As soon as an actor the audience sees Ty come on screen, you just go, oh, because you know what he has been through. And the same with all of us. So it's a rare experience.
Marc, what is it like for the network to be losing such a high-profile, high-quality show? Like, is there a void that you're going to feel when this is done?
Is there a
Void.
When it's going to be over?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And really bittersweet, and kind of weird because we're used to being the ones to say, okay, we're going to cancel your show, and we're really not used to executive producers saying, actually, we're canceling our own show. And we're like, really? Because it's doing so well? We're on the cover of Entertainment Weekly, and can't we just do it? But I have to say that, and hopefully with Caprica, which I don't know if you guys have heard about Caprica, we're doing this. It's amazing, and it's going to be its own standalone show, but we'll have a lot of the same elements, I think, that Battlestar has in terms of depth of character and issues and great storytelling. But there really is nothing like Battlestar, and I have to say that it's been a real privilege to be involved in a show like this and to be able to kind of step back and say, okay, it's been scary as hell. I remember just from the very first scripts where it's like, okay, you want to crack the baby neck in the carriage? And, advertisers are going to love that one. And And you're kind of in this constant state of slight nervousness, but you have to give it up. You just gotta let them go with it, and they deserve it. And the show deserves it. So it's gonna really suck, actually, to see the show go off the air. But I have to really respect the fact that they're doing it the right way. I mean, it is just gonna go right into the Sunday. And as Michael said, because I've done the same thing, we're in the last 3 or 4 scripts, and it's just like, holy shit. It's incredible. And they have the confidence to be able to do whatever they need to do with the characters. There's none of this vampy, well, we have to keep them alive because you don't know. It's like, no, characters that need to die are going to die. Characters need to do certain things are going to do those things. And it just all ramps and continues to ramp to where it needs to go, and that's a pleasure.
Ron has said publicly that he's keeping Baltar's presidential portrait when the show wraps, and he's taking it home and putting it up. What are you guys going to try and steal from the set?
That was what I was going to try to steal.
Come back, I'm just saying, so I hedge my bets.
I bet you stole the bit of green of the cornerless paper, right, that everybody else does from office. Just give me that stuff, man. Paper clips and
I really want the Adonis shit at the bottom. I just still have that on the desk.
I'm 39 in the bullshit. You're gonna have to pick a penny to go through everything he wants.
What is the picture in Adama's quarters? What is that painting? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's a painting of the first Cylon War in Adama's quarters. So next time you watch it, look at the painting behind his couch. I would like to have that, but that obviously has been spoken for by number 1. It's amazing.
Are you going to keep the patch? You going to keep the eye patch? It was too loud.
I think I want the dry eraser board from Colonial One, with those depressing numbers.
Oh, you're a cheery sir.
I got one last question, and it's been bugging me for a while. Do you guys feel limited at all by just having one curse word? I mean, there's so many. I appreciate you being able to curse, but it'd be like only being able to describe buttocks as firm. You gotta feel the picture. Do you feel the picture?
The thing, Marc, is they've done so much with that word, it's almost like beyond. I just was reading a script the other day which had gaggle frack in it. I mean, I think you're done. Everything with gaggle frack.
All right, I think we're going to toss to the crowd. Who's got some questions?
A lot of characters on the show hate Gaius Baltar, of course. Michael, first of all, it's good to see you with 2 healthy eyes. A lot of people hate Gaius Baltar. Nobody conveys that hatred better than when you say his name. Gaius Baltar.
It's so frustrating for me watching the show and see this guy continually get away with genocide. With you guys, not as your characters, but as your actors. Is it frustrating to see him continually get away, continue to get laid, you know?